I think I may be a narcissist. I'm not sure. Turns out one of my parents is a narcissist and I just found out. So I'm not sure how much of my thought process is healthy/normal or narcissistic. I've been married to my, usually, best friend for 8-ish years. We generally work well together and have 2 great kids. We've had some really tough times that we've made it through, but this most recent one seems to take the cake as it's just a lot of little things that have piled up and then a couple big things were thrown on top over the last couple days. The most recent disagreement stemmed from the fact that my husband always seems to get his way, for a lack of better phrase, and I am growing resentful. I've recently come to the conclusion that although he loves the kids and he just isn't that great of a father/husband. Marriage counseling is in the works, but there's been a ton of scheduling conflicts lately. I stay at home with the youngest and am in school just over full-time, 15 to 16 credits per semester online, planning on graduating in the spring. The oldest is in kindergarten, and I do all of the coordination associated with that. I also do all of the housework and child-related things. I coordinate all of the outside care as my husband doesn't want to mow or trim bushes or whatever else is needed. I'm admittedly not a great housekeeper, and although we always have clean dishes/clothes, they aren't always put away. Our house isn't bad by any means, just not great. But I really can't do it all. On a rare occasion, he will do dishes/start laundry/grab something from the store if he's out. He is an excellent provider, though. If he has to work overtime, never because we need anything, always work-related, he usually does it with little complaint, and the complaints are usually towards his employer. We have everything we need and enough for a lot of the small/medium things we want. I think his mindset is that he works and brings home the money. I can take care of the rest. He doesn't really do anything consistent with the kids. When he gets home, he changes and many times either watches videos on his phone, plays a game on his laptop, or messes around in the garage. I support that 100% for up to an hour. Everyone needs time to decompress from work. I remember how it was. However, it can be multiple hours, and then he's on the phone at dinner, and then he wants to watch an episode or 2 of our family's show, 45-ish minutes per episode. Then it's nighttime routines for the kids. Older is pretty self-sufficient. Younger isn't even 2. While the oldest is in the shower, he's on the phone. After both kids are in bed, he lays in bed on his phone. But he will occasionally take a Saturday and almost love bomb whichever kid he focuses on. He also fusses when we can't get away for a date night/night without kids. We don't have a ton of family in the area, and the family that is here all work full-time, so as far as free childcare, it's relatively rare for an evening. But when he does, it's the same thing. All the boxes are checked, and it's wonderful. We had a hot debate over pretty much the entire weekend about a ton of small things, and a couple big ones, including his technology usage/ignoring the kids. But I think it all boils down to me always being supportive for whatever he does. Yet he never supports what I do, and when we have conflicts, he usually gets his way. When asked when the last time we had an argument and he actually changed his mind and did what I had asked, he had to think for a few minutes and then mention something that happened over 18 months ago. It just feels unfair when he asks me to support him in things that when the situation is reversed, he refuses to support me. I have specific examples of this happening, but they're very specific to us, and this account is my anon one. It feels unfair that I always have to give in and do the things he wants/let go of the things I want him to do. It's also unfair that his kids wouldn't notice that much change in their daily life if he consistently didn't come home until after bedtime. I've been growing exceptionally resentful over it, and I guess I just started second-guessing if I actually am a narcissist because it always feels like I always have the issues in our marriage. I'm the one that gets upset at him, and it's getting to be every other weekend it seems. His go-to line when we have disagreements is, "I'm sorry I make your life miserable by being a garbage husband, an absentee dad, and whatever we're disagreeing over. And that makes me feel like crap and that I expect too much/am a narcissist." Obviously, you're only getting my half of the story, so I get that a judgment probably can't be made.